Hi. Can everybody hear me? Let's see. Hey, y'all. You know I'm crazy over here with my not knowing how streams work. Flash, can you hear me? Okay, good. Hey, Flash fan. Hey, Elizabeth. Good to see you guys. Hey, Stray. So, I know it was like an odd time to stream today, but I have someone that is watching my child. Oh, I have to go get my my motion really fast. I'll be right back. Being a little nerd and highlighting the newest filing in the Murdaugh case, which is we already last time did one of the court filings that the defense had filed, the pre-hearing brief on the motion for new trial, but it looks like the judge responded back to them and told them that they needed to amend their briefs, both sides, and specifically answer 5 different questions. And let's see here. I think I can pull this up for you guys. We are going to try anyway. Oh, wait, actually, we'll cancel that first. Okay. Also, just ignore the watermark on the back of this because I downloaded it off the internet and it definitely has a watermark from a site that, you know, I'd rather not get things from, but just forgive me. Let's see if this is going to work. There we go. Man, I'm starting to get blind, I think, or something. I can't see anything. Okay. So. Oh, okay. Well, then I'll read it. Well, I'm not going to read all of it because I think it's like 32 pages or something. And a lot of it is not really information that is, I'm not going to say it's not important, but it is not that interesting. And a lot of it, I think, was already covered in the last motion. So basically, what the judge had wanted from them is for them to name their potential witnesses that they. Here, let's just take a look at it. Okay, this is the questions that they needed to answer directly. List all potential witnesses you plan to call during the evidentiary hearing. List any objections or challenges you plan to make to opposing party witnesses. I understand you may not have an exact list, but you can predict the opposing side's intentions as far as witnesses. List all exhibits you plan to introduce during the evidentiary hearing. Again, list any objection or challenges to opposing parties' exhibits. Clarify your argument as to whether defendant is entitled to a new trial or not. Specifically, clarify the argument you will make during the evidentiary hearing. She's already decided the hearing will occur, but she hasn't made any other, I'm paraphrasing here. She hasn't made any other decision. She hasn't decided on any of the other issues. And then she also wants to know any procedural issues that they feel may affect the evidentiary hearing regarding subpoena of specific witnesses and each side's position regarding how the court should receive testimony. So like whether it should be in camera and who should do the questioning, like should it be done by the judge or should it be done by each party? each side. And then any other issues regarding the conduct for the hearing of the merits of the motion. Oh, yay. Congrats, Flash fan. What kind of exam was it? I know, right? It's been just like hovering there for the last few days too. And this week I don't think I did any lives because I don't know. It's hard for me to like make myself do them. Like I always want to. Every day I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna stream." And then I just end up not streaming and I just like record a video and then put it out, but it's hard to people aren't liking my videos lately. I don't know. I guess people might be sick of the Becky issue, but I am so not sick of it. I am here for it. And I'm super excited because obviously, as you all probably know, there is going to be a hearing on, oh, what day is it going to be? Oh, on January 18th, right? Because that's my birthday. I'm pretty sure it's on my birthday, but no, I could be wrong. That might actually be on the Karen Reed case. I think that is on the Karen Reed case. Yeah, so this one's like, I don't remember what day, but we'll figure it out. But I don't know. I'm not going to be able to stream it because they're doing that weird like pulling thing again, but it's apparently got like all kinds of restrictions. So we'll see. Okay, so then they just say they submitted this revised brief organized under the issues the court identified. And then after the response to point number 5, so after, I act like y'all can see where I'm pointing. You're not actually in the room with me. But after the last question, then they're going to address some of the arguments made by the state in their last field memoranda, even though that's not what this memo is for. They're just doing it to preserve the issues for appellate reasons, I believe. Okay, so then it says list all potential witnesses you plan to call during the evidentiary hearing. And hey, Eris. Thank you, Elizabeth. I keep telling my parents, like, and my brothers, y'all, go subscribe and also make some new accounts, friends. But just can't get them on board. I guess they don't love me enough. And there's the Eris. Y'all are so great. Okay, so as the movement, oh, you know what, Eris, that could also be because you know me and my anxiety about lives. I will I'll schedule a live a few hours before I'm about to go live, and then without fail, I end up pushing it back. So this was originally scheduled for like 12:30 or something, maybe. Oh, Brenda was looking for me. He needs to come to our little group. I'll tell him. Tell him. Oh, wait, that's the wrong person. Okay, sorry, y'all. I know that's so rude but it's actually not a text. It is. Oh, I could have done it on the computer too. I forget you can do X on there. What? Why are you blocking him? Oh. Are we mad at him? Hi, Jerry. I'm not going to say anything about you, Eris, but I feel like I must have missed out on something. I feel like you're kidding, right? Are you for real? Oh, Elizabeth, this is so nice. And seriously, you have gotten my watch hours up so much. As soon as you wrote me that message on like one of the videos and said you were doing that and for me to check, I started checking and they definitely started going way up. So thank you so much. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one alone. All right, Iris, I won't say a word. Okay. Okay, so then it's just saying what is required here. Yeah, it's Flash. Don't feel bad about that. I mean, I just told y'all, my family doesn't watch, so. I know you do, Iris. Thank you. You have a McKinley signal? Why does everybody mess with me so much? Y'all know I'm gullible. Oh, y'all. I spend like all day trying to figure out who is telling the truth in the chat and who isn't. OMG, we're about to have a very big problem. Okay, so they're just talking about the evidence and like how he hasn't been able to conduct any discovery, but we talked about that last time, and he hasn't been able to because, you know, the state pretty much has all the power to do that at the moment. Yeah, he hasn't been able to conduct any discovery whatsoever, and the state has been able to using the tools available to law enforcement, and it will be well prepared to bolster its witnesses and to impeach witnesses favorably. Wait, what? Oh, and to impeach witnesses favorable to the defense. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. And all they've been able to do is get those voluntary statements that were made by the jurors and other witnesses willing to talk to Murdaugh's lawyers and information published by journalists. So they're at an extreme disadvantage. I know, right? We're all confused, but I did see her like say something. Okay, so I will say, I did see Eris say something in there in one of the chats earlier when I was like, I was only looking for like a few seconds, and I think I saw Eris say something about being mad at Brandon. Like, I was like, wait, what did Brandon do? I couldn't figure out what he did. And I had only been in the chat for like a teeny tiny bit. So I tried scrolling up because I wanted to see what had happened, and it didn't show me back that far. So here we are, guys. I'm in the dark. Okay, so it's impossible for him to state with certainty which witnesses he's going to call and which documents he will introduce as exhibits during the testimony of those witnesses, but he plans to call the following witnesses. Y'all are crazy. Okay, juror 254, 630, 741, and 785. And then Rhonda McElveen, I don't know how you say it. I'm just going to call her Rhonda. But Rhonda over here, you see it says Barnwell County Clerk of Court. Just remember that. The state, and then they go on. The state must call Miss Hill to deny the allegations that she tampered with the jury, because since Murdaugh is the one who has the burden here, then, and he's alleging that Miss Becky tampered with the jury, then it's the state's burden to defeat that allegation, right? To rebut it. Hi, salty dog. Thank you. So yeah, so the state is going to have to call her to say like, hey, so the defense is saying this. Now they're going to have to put her on the stand. And if they really want to overcome these allegations, then they're going to have Becky get up there and say, no, I didn't say that. These jurors are lying. And so then you can see if the jurors go along with what their affidavit stated and what the defense thinks they're going to say, then you're going to be in a situation where it's the jurors' words against Miss Becky's words. And, how does the judge make that decision? Like, who am I going to believe? Well, normally they're probably going to believe the elected official that works in their, that works in the same courthouse as them every day. Although I don't think that they work in the same courthouse because I think this is actually a retired justice, maybe. But, most of the time judges are going to believe other people that are elected officials and, working in the courthouse. However, she has zero credibility, right? I mean, she's admitted to plagiarism, which is like astounding. I mean, that just totally voids any credibility you did have, right? Because that's a giant lie. But also, just based on her responses to, that draft ethics response, for the ethics complaint, we saw there that she wasn't very truthful because when we looked at those draft responses and compared them to her emails, we could see that she was not truthful. Anyway, so yeah, they're just saying depending on Miss Hill's testimony, because if she gets up there and she just like pleads the fifth right off the bat, then I guess they might not have to call these people. Or if she gets up there and she agrees, then maybe they're saying they're not going to have to call these people, but keep these people in mind. So we've got Laura Hayes. I think I'm going to make a note of that actually, because I didn't do that already. But Laura Hayes worked for Colleton County, I think in the clerk's office. Yep. She's a former deputy clerk. And for some reason, I don't remember where I've seen it, but somewhere I have seen that Laura and Miss Becky apparently have beef now. And then obviously Jeffrey Hill. What? Is Jeffrey her? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's her son. Why did I think his name was Colt? And then, obviously Judge Newman over here. And then they're going to call Tim Stone, who is the ex-husband of juror 785. And then Timothy Stone, the original poster of the Facebook message presented to Judge Newman during trial and included in the court's Exhibit 4. Is Laura Hayes the one that Becky made look into the Facebook post and that provided her with the original Facebook message that was presented to Judge Newman, I wonder? Does anybody know that? I don't, but I will try to find that out. Well, hopefully we're all going to get to find that out, after the hearing or during the hearing. And then we've got Lori Weiss, who I think is also Colleton County. Yep. But I guess she still works there. Okay, now let's go down here. Hold on. What? Flash fan? You haven't watched the Murdaugh trial? How much longer until they're... Oh, I'm the only one? That's crazy. Okay, so they're gonna have the hearing. I don't remember the actual day that they're gonna have the hearing. January... No, that's when his last trial started. I don't know, but I think it's like January 15th, maybe? Might be the very first, like, pre-hearing. It's not the actual motion for new trial evidentiary hearing, but it is the preliminary part. And then the other one I think is starts on the 29th, like the actual one. And we will get you up to date. I cannot believe y'all haven't like watched the original trial. It was so good. So good. But it did give me like seriously high blood pressure, I think. Okay, and then they're just saying like we don't want for the state to be able to call all these jurors that weren't ever in the jury room where the comments that are classified as misconduct or as tampering with the jury, where those were never heard or never spoken. That's just... there's plenty of people in the world who can be called to say they didn't hear Miss Becky say that, but that's because they weren't in the room. Oh, I mean, she might have destroyed those phones. I don't know, man. That's just crazy. Um, I don't think that she knows who the real... except I did bring some clips from the book for y'all that I have downloaded because she did say something like super odd at the end of her book. And I was like, what does that mean, Miss Becky? Like, basically, she's like, everybody that we've talked to since the end of the trial agrees that he's guilty. And then she goes on to clarify that South Carolina court says a death at the hands of one is a death at the hands of the other, or some nonsense like that. And so she says, if he saw, or if he was there when they were shot, then he's still guilty as charged. Like, what? But that's not what he was charged with, right? I mean, that's just not what the state alleged. So, no, he wouldn't still be guilty as charged. He wouldn't be guilty of pulling the trigger. I mean, they would have to... Yeah, everybody talk if you're in here. Give us a little chatty chat. Oh, also, Marie Assad Faltas. But she could know. I don't know. That's so weird. I can't figure out why she hid them other than I think what they were doing... I mean, I think she probably knew that there was like a lot... who knows all of the inappropriate or possibly illegal things that there's proof of on those phones, right? What if it was Miss Becky that did it? So, Eris, are you saying you want me to wait, what? Are you saying you want me to find something new to go and do lives about? Oh, you do find it interesting. Okay, good. Yeah, they are in everyone else's business. Oh, really? You wanted the small town life? I mean, I've definitely thought about that too and just been like, "Oh, that would be so fun," but, like, no, it wouldn't. And also, after this case and then the Canton case, it just makes me realize, like, I'm so glad that I live in a city actually, where, like, none... I mean, I don't know. I guess it could be possible, but The corruption in Hampton and Walterboro and the Low Country in general seem to just be, like, on a ridiculous level. I've heard something. Wait, who? I'm, like, so lost, y'all. What is happening? Yeah, I need a Dunkin's within walking distance. You hate city living? Hey, where's Lilia? Hi. Who's, like, 5'2"? Oh, you're talking about Miss Becky. Okay. Psh, I had already forgotten what I was talking about. Yeah, I'm hungry too. I don't like peopling either. Okay, let's see here. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe they should, like, really have drones that just, bring us those things. Oh, I know. No, I know. Did you not see my stream on this? I did a stream on this. Like, I know. And do you know that this juror was the one that was related to the deputy who was the second one on the scene the night of the murders, like, whose body cam had to be sealed because he was one of the ones that walked up and saw the bodies? Yeah. Yeah. Same juror. And so my question is, who were the good friends that were paying him? Were they other sheriffs or deputies or whatever you call them? I mean, that seems highly inappropriate. Yeah. Yeah, but Marie, you're right. I thought that was crazy too, but I feel like when I brought it up, nobody acted like it was that crazy. Okay. Okay, so here we go. This is okay, so Rhonda McElveen. I know I'm saying that wrong, but sorry. Just hang with me here for a minute. There we go. Where are our stream files? You'll have to tell me if you can see this change. Um, did y'all see that? Because like it's showing me that it changed, but I never know if that actually worked. So do y'all now see that we're on the book? What does TBC mean? Well, I mean, I know like in court it means trial before the court, but what do you mean by it? Is that what you meant? I have a feeling you like meant something else and I'm just too dense to pick it up. Yeah, I know. I haven't even seen Murdaugh's team like bring this up at all though, because I'm actually not sure that it's even something that. Oh, hello, Dave. Hey, Liz. Oh, is that what TBC means? It means Who works in Hawaii? Okay, I got to just pay attention. I'm just getting so sidetracked. Okay, so here we go. So remember that this is the person that they said they were going to call, right? Well, she has like an entire, if you go to pages 144 through 146, she has a whole section dedicated to Rhonda. And she says that the Honorable Rhonda D. McElveen is the clerk of court for Barnwell County and has been for the past 15 years. She's also one of my small circles of best friends. You've heard the saying, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Rhonda is the type of person who comes running out the gate when you call for help and then asks questions later. I found myself asking quite a lot of questions in preparing for the trial of the century. And Rhonda was the one who reached out and gave me so many answers. If there was a question she couldn't answer, she blazed the path to the one who could. Her little fire engine red Ford knows the highways well from Barnwell to the courthouse square in downtown Walterboro. During the trial, Rhonda had her own parking spot. And when she would round the corner and drive in on almost all four wheels, our captain, Jason Chapman, would shake his head and laugh and then open Rhonda's car door and quickly whisk her inside the courthouse. Like, Becky, y'all are not celebrities. Like, you're not. Nobody cares. Rhonda was born in Manning, South Carolina, and grew up with her twin sister, Wanda. She helped her father run a successful manufacturing business. Okay, whatever. We don't care about all this, do we? She's little in stature. With all that she had going on, she also took, okay, I'm sorry, but I just don't care about this. Rhonda and I became colleagues when I was elected as clerk of court and attended our yearly clerks of court conference in Myrtle Beach for the first time. I was drawn to Rhonda immediately, and our friendship formed a bond. I don't think that sounds right, but whatever. She is the tick to my talk, the Thelma to my Louise. During the third week of the Murdaugh trial, Rhonda covered the clerk's office and courtroom when I contracted COVID-19, along with a few jurors and several staff members. I was out for a week, and Rhonda grabbed the helm of the courtroom and guided the process with Judge Newman and his law clerk, Gabby, and my staff in the clerk's office. Rhonda also provided some much needed humor behind closed doors. She is that friend who you may not want to sit beside at a very serious event because you will probably end up in hysterics because of her. And she won't be the one who gets in trouble. Oh man, that's always the way it went for me. I was always getting in trouble because of stuff my friends were doing or saying. Because I'm too like, where's Val? Val? Hi, Val. You have 9? Oh my God, Beck really needs to see those. Hi, Lori. Lori Jean. Okay, so anywho, you can see here that wait, where was I? Okay, Rhonda and I will be friends until we die. She knows too many of my secrets, so I'll have to keep her nearby. Okay. Notice even when I was reading the book before this new motion came out, I was like, or this new brief, I was like, I got to underline that. That seems like that's going to be important later. Okay, so then back to the motion. It says Mr. Murdaugh also plans to call Rhonda, the Barnwell County Clerk of Court who assisted at the trial. The state presumably would object to her for the same reason Mr. Murdaugh objects to calling persons who were not in the jury room to say they never heard something allegedly said in the courtroom. She was not in the jury room. Mr. Murdaugh, however, believes based on her SLED interview that she will corroborate expected juror testimony about Ms. Hill's statements because she will testify that Miss Hill made substantively identical statements to her during trial, and because she received several complaints from court staff about Miss Hill having inappropriate and excessive contacts with jurors. That's crazy. There were more kids. Well, he told me about the survival rate of goats, and it's not great. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's so sad, Val. I'm so glad I didn't get to know them. It wasn't the two that we got to know, was it? Oh, that's so freaking sad. They're just so cute. Oh my God, Dave, my mom used to say this to me all the time because I would always be like, oh, my kid this or my kid that. Yeah, this is why McKinley doesn't go live. Yeah, y'all do distract me, but I love y'all though. But my mom gets so mad at me, and so she always used to say, your daughter is not a goat." Like, she would get really mad about it. So then I just started calling my daughter my baby goat. That got her to stop yelling at me about it. Okay. Miss Hill having oh, yeah, we already said that part. She therefore may have personal knowledge of facts probative to of whether Miss Hill made the statements jurors say she made. If the state objects to her testimony, Mr. Murdaugh would ask the court to review her video recorded interview with SLED. Wow. And decide for itself whether her testimony would assist the court as fact finder. If the court does so, however, it's important to review the video recording of her entire interview and not the SLED memoranda summarizing it. As explained in the discussion of the mode of witness examination, infra, the state's memoranda summarizing witness interviews are sometimes grossly inaccurate. And when they are, it is always in a manner that favors the state. Oh, yeah, I'm still live, Flash. Hey, Baker. Broken Baker says to try rebooting. Kenny Kisney. Oh, okay, hold on, Maria. I'm trying to go and find your comment. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I mean, I was not a fan of Kenny Kisney. I don't know why. He just really annoyed me, if I'm being completely honest, and that's so not nice, but whatever. But um I mean, no, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not called the hand of one is the hand of all principle. I mean, there is I mean, I think that would be like conspiracy maybe to commit or but yeah, no, we don't have that. But I mean, there definitely is like a thing where if one of the people in the group who had made the plans goes and carries out the action, then like you're all liable for it. However, that's not what the state charged Alec with. They charged Alec with actually pulling the triggers, you know? Wait, what? Wait, what happened? Okay. Okay, so then these are the exhibits he's going to introduce, the affidavits of jurors 630 and 785, and recorded interviews with SLED of jurors 254 and 741, and also the one with Rhonda McElveen. And then they say it's impossible to specifically list all exhibits to be used in the cross-examination of Ms. Hill without knowing her testimony. But the categories of exhibits will be her emails, text messages. They have her text messages, telephone records, her book, recordings of her public statements, and media interviews. Her affidavit in this matter, SLED's memorandum of her interview, her counsel would not permit SLED to record the interview. Ridiculous. And court's exhibit number 4 from trial regarding the Facebook post issue. Okay, and so then they kind of changed. So last time they said that they think that it should be um wait, we've got another one up here. This is Cheer Heiress. Oh yeah, for sure. No, that happens here too, Marie, but it's just you would actually have to be charged with the conspiracy to commit, right? What? It hasn't seemed dead to me. I was like looking all day long for a time to be able to stream, and I'm like, dang, somebody's streaming at like every time slot that I would have picked, you know? Hey, Lori. I love your doggy. Yeah. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. Dave will be live again later? Huh. Oh, for the Lego stream. Okay. Okay, and then they're just saying that he has to have a new trial if he proves that Miss Hill communicated with the jury about the trial. And then they say that they think that the jurors now they've changed their mind after seeing SLED's memorandum of the actual interviews as opposed to having the judge question them because they don't believe that the judge will have all the pertinent information since the memos apparently leave out anything favorable to the defense. So they've changed their mind on that, which seems like a smart idea. Oh, that's so cute. I know. I was watching you on Saturday morning. But you're on so early on Saturday morning. I was like, damn, There's already somebody on. What time do you start on Saturday morning? So then I feel like right after you, maybe there wasn't anybody right after you. Oh, then it went to Flux. Like you sent people to Flux, right? And I was in there for a little bit and then I went to Dave and then I came here, obviously, because I'm here. Wait, what? You bought? Wait, what? So you mean to tell me, well, I mean, but you had to be acting in accordance with, right? You had to be a part of the plan. Yeah, weird. No, remember Nick picked somebody to send you to Aussie. And they did, in fact, go to Aussie because I was watching your stream and I ended up in Aussie. Aussie Overlord or whatever. Okay, but then what happened? What did you buy? You bought. What do you mean you bought it? How do you buy a slot? From whom? No one owns a slot. Oh, and Stray. Um, that it's always hard to go. Well, first off, their Lego streams go on forever. But beyond that, I also have my daughter at nighttime, and if she wakes up, she comes storming in here and is like so mad that I've abandoned her to stream. So, there's that. Why won't you stream next week? Right? I wouldn't pick too early on a Saturday. Maybe Stray, maybe, but I'll have I don't know. They might have somebody that they want to redirect to after that, but I don't know. What time do they usually end? Oh wow, I'm way behind. 1 a.m. Oh, that's crazy, y'all. Your screen stopped. Who's messing with me? Hey, Baker. My birthday is next week too, I think. It is. It is indeed. Isn't that just crazy? I bet we're going to be 27-year-old twins. Where? 9 a.m. Okay, bye, Marie. Okay. Oh, is it? Did a lot of people say their birthday's in January? Isn't that crazy? I feel like I'm always really drawn to Capricorns. Hey. Hey, excited utterance. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. He's not gonna be 27. I know, duh, because 'cause I'm gonna be 27, and he clearly looks like he's a year older than me, right? Oh, really, Flashman? January 24th? I think that makes you like a what is the next one, though? Aquarius, maybe? Okay, bye, Eris. You are not a January birthday. You call him a jellyfish? Okay, so let's see here. Um, oh yeah, we already talked about the other people from the court clerk's office. Let's look at these other things that she said. So I don't know if any of y'all have the book, but I just wanted to show y'all this real weird part. Oh, wait. Okay, maybe we should go to Murdoch Land first. Sorry. No, that's not the one that I wanted to do, my friends. Okay, so this is what she had to say. I think she stole it from another author actually, but this is what I mean, I think she even like because she mentions Pamela Rutledge, PhD, MBA, and like writer in here at some point, right? So I think she kind of got these ideas from her, especially since she puts some of them in quotes, but then doesn't actually. Oh, she does. Said wrote Dr. Rutledge, but like basically this whole chapter is written by Dr. Rutledge. It says people have a love-hate relationship with affluence and privilege. As much as we celebrate wealth, we love to pull the rich and famous off their pedestals. Sometimes it's because they violated the implicit social order. We were, after all, the ones who put them up there, and we feel betrayed when they aren't worthy. Sometimes it's envy and resentment. Sometimes it's because it shows that they really weren't that skeptical, weren't that special after all. Restoring heroes to the mortal realm makes us feel better about ourselves. Dr. Rutledge's theory on true crime and horrific events is that it activates adrenaline, which focuses our attention. She says humans are social animals and we watch reality shows, for example, because we are fascinated by what others do while secretly liking deviant behavior. It's similar with real life drama. She says if we learn how or why someone becomes a murderer, it may give us better insight into the world and ourselves. I think it all challenges us to check our own integrity and moral compass. Well, homie, I know who, I actually know whose birthday is the 28th. I will say, but I'm not going to tell. During the trial, we welcomed guests who felt like they couldn't miss being there each day, like a coffee or cigarette addiction. They had to have it. I overheard conversations outside from visitors who had been standing in line since 5 a.m. They all got along so well and had the common goal of finding out what really happened at the Moselle property on June 7th, 2021. Although this was a very serious murder trial, it was like they were Swifties waiting to enjoy a Taylor Swift concert. That's disgusting. Disgusting. Okay, so then it says sociocultural professor Sybil Rosado of Benedict College told the CBS affiliate in Columbia, see, she doesn't use any of her own words, that the power differential the Murdaughs had over the Low Country was palpable. They were heroes for so long that you end up knowing them because they're the heroes. So then when they turn villain, your interest is just as high. People were just as concerned about what happened. What is this story about? And it's, of course, a very engaging story. Internet detectives, regular everyday people who were fascinated by the Murdaugh case, hopped onto Facebook groups, Instagram, TikTok, and more to try and piece together what really happened. True crime stories often inspire internet detectives who believe they can solve the mystery and relish the online attention discussing clues and theories, which can hinder investigations and generate false accusations with tragic results. Really, Becky, you're gonna tell us? Is this not exactly what she was doing? True crime True crimes are stories. They have suspense, horror, and intrigue, stimulating the same emotions and neurological rewards inherent in the conflict and resolution of a story arc. Emotional activation enhances interest and engagement. And then she talks about Mandy Matney's Murdaugh murders and then I was like, "What? Is this really happening? There's a Murdaugh murders drama series with Universal Studio Group?" And then here's the questions that she claims were sent to her. Please tell Creighton Waters to mention that Alex Murdaugh is a family annihilator. Why is Alex calling Maggie Mags, Paw, Pawpaw, and Buster Bus Bus? He has never done this. Alex said he would never hurt Paul and Maggie. Ask him who did. If he didn't do it, he had to have help. Who helped him clean up the scene? I think the motive is life insurance policy on Maggie and Paul. Please pass this on to the lawyers. At the end of the trial, Court TV panned the jury. Did you see the jury was panned? They have been seen. What are you going to do about it? That is a violation. Okay. And this is just her talking about how people want good, like in the battle between good versus evil, they want the good to prevail. And obviously, she thinks he's not good. I forgot to send one of them, but wait, what? And anyway, these are two other clerks, I think. I do have both of my shoes. Why? Wait, what? Exactly. Exactly. I have both my shoes, Dave. I don't have an infected hoof. Should I? Oh, that sucks. That's not good. Okay, so we don't care about this one now. Close. Let's see here. Yeah, somehow I forgot to put one of the things on here. Oh God, I hate how she talks about other clerks of court being like the perfect example of Southern charm and hospitality. Like she really thinks that her job is like a party host or something, you know? Like she's hostess of Colleton County. That's actually not her job. It's not. I hate to be the bitch that tells her, but you know, it's not. Ah, okay, I'm very annoyed that I can't find it right now. Oh, I know what it was. Well, I don't actually know if this is it, but so um she talks about how many like people came to visit the courthouse after the trial had ended and how they were doing like 15 tours a day and they actually took them down to the holding cell and next door to the holding cell was a room that stored the evidence from the trial, like, so it stored the evidence every night, and she said that when people go down there right now, she said she doesn't believe that Alec even knew that on the other side of the concrete wall was all this evidence that helped convict him in the end. And then she says members of some tour groups take home a piece of the red tape as a memento. The red tape is the evidence tape that they put but why did they have that? I guess they were repackaging them after they've cut them open, which is odd, you know, I've never actually I mean, I've cut plenty of them open, but I've never actually, put the tape back on again. We're trying, LG. But that's weird, Y'all, how did I mute myself? Was I muted the entire time? Oh man, that's so frustrating because I just found it in this book, you see. We need like you know what they really need? They need like a buzz that you can send to people when they're muted. Am I back now? Yeah, I totally muted myself. Like, how did I manage that? Why are your socks wet? Well, anyway, so did y'all hear the part about the red evidence tape? Anyway, they've been taking the red evidence tape while they're on their tours, and that's highly weird that they're getting sent home with that as a memento. And she's just talking about how like everybody sees them as celebrities now, and they feel like celebrities when all those hundreds of people come to visit the courthouse, which is just disgusting. And also she talks about, their Southern hospitality, which is gross. Yeah, it would get abused. What's this? What is that? A little mouse? A squirrel. It's a squirrel. Yeah, exactly. I get it. I do love squirrels. Muted. I know, but like I don't know when I was muted though, exactly. I did not. Okay, but hold on. Okay, but I was muted for like 2 whole minutes. Oh my god, y'all. Oh, what are you gonna do? I'll read it to y'all a different time. Or if you have the book, you can just go to the part about how they have all these people coming to visit the courthouse now. It's real weird and gross. And then we also have these notes. I saw also that her friend Rhonda, that she says is like, knows where the bodies are buried or knows all her secrets, so she has to stay around now. I saw that she sent an email to that Becky sent an email to her. Oh yeah, okay. So she sent an email to her because that friend is the one that like stepped in for her when she had COVID or whatever. So she was sending her the updated exhibit list from the state, but she she also included that Arthur Surf, I think is his name, the German, I mean not German, the French author that she was friends with. Like she didn't even blind CC, just she sent it to both of them. So that's kind of weird. Um Who's Rhonda Rich? I don't remember. Oh, that's the author, right? And she also sent her email to Justice Beatty to Rhonda. And then also from the emails on 2 of 188, Becky's fighting with somebody about the cameras and a clogged septum system. I don't know. Somebody seems really mad at her. And then I told you all about the obituary and about misliteracy. And then Reed Thomas. Okay. Okay, I think that's all for today, I think. Yeah, so because the last video we went through all like basically all of the emails from the new email dump, and so I don't have anything else. If y'all find out that the attachments got released and they're like somewhere where I can go and download them, let me know because I'm super interested to see that. And that is basically all for now. So, oh, Lilia, is that really that's the is that I had totally forgotten about that email anyway. That was in the email, right? About the don't like my stepmother-in-law was Mary Tyler Moore and never incarnations. Wait, that's not the right one. Oh, yeah. Do I want to do a summary? Oh, y'all, because I keep going back up to the top. I see the one. Okay, so yeah, we went over what did we go over? We went over the filing, the new filing, the latest filing, the amended pre-hearing brief that was filed by the defense on the motion for a new trial in anticipation of that hearing. And we went over some of the stuff from the book, and we went over specifically who this Rhonda lady was. No, it's not. Well, it's just that is just my Kinley because I was not where I was supposed to be, so I didn't see it. Um, yeah, we went over specifically who she is. Oh, I'm gonna distract the hell out of him and make him not win his little Lego battle or whatever, you know? I'm gonna. But yeah, everybody go watch that tonight and let me know if y'all have any questions or anything else that you'd like me to cover on this. And stay tuned because we're gonna get that hearing super soon, y'all. I don't know how to like send y'all to another stream, so I'm sorry. You're gonna have to just figure that out. Just go find somebody that's live. I feel like Dolly might be live, but I could be wrong. Okay, bye everybody. Thank you for coming.